Just hours after the New York attack, U.S. President Donald Trump began a politically charged 24 hours of reaction, tweeting, "I have just ordered Homeland Security to step up our already extreme vetting program. Being politically correct is fine, but not for this." Trump has used the term extreme vetting, referring to measures in his controversial travel bans that U.S. courts have repeatedly blocked, ruling they unfairly target Muslims. The measures are popular with his base, and the White House says they are common sense. But there's little indication they would have stopped the New York attacker.
After he came to the United States is when he started to become informed about ISIS and radical Islamic tactics. And we have no evidence yet of associations or a continuing plot or associated plots.
Trump later called the U.S. justice system a joke and a laughingstock that gives suspects too many rights, while even suggesting he may send the suspect to the U.S. military detention facility at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Mr. President, do you want the assailant from New York sent to Gitmo? Do you? Mr. President?
I would certainly consider that, yes.
Are you considering that now, sir?
I would certainly consider that.
Are you?
Send him to Gitmo. I would certainly consider that.
And Trump seemed to partially blame Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer for the attacks, citing the senator's support for a visa law that allowed the alleged attacker to enter the U.S.
Look, the president ought to stop tweeting and start leading. The American people long for leadership, not divisiveness, not finger-pointing, not name-calling.
The day after last month's mass shooting in Las Vegas, the White House said it was then too soon to talk about gun control.
There's a time and place for a political debate, but now is the time to unite as a country.
But Sanders denies the White House response to the New York attack has been political.
I said it wasn't appropriate to politicize the conversation, which I don't believe we are. We're talking about protecting American lives.
Critics of President Trump say his reaction to acts of violence depends on who the suspect is. That if the suspect is Muslim, he will react more strongly. But the White House says the president is simply being tough on terrorism, doing exactly what the American people elected him to do. Jim Spellman, CGTN, Washington.